Good morning, internets. All right, it is another beautiful day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am on my way to work, but first I'm going to stop at the new house and drop off a couple of boxes that I got loaded up in this here Volt. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a YouTube phenomena that I have been unfamiliar with up until now. So a strange thing has happened. This video will be number 170, if I've got my count right. Number 170 that I have posted to EVs of Nevada. I made this channel in October of 2017 when I first picked up this here Volt. It is now February of 2019. I am saying this because evidently looking at the dates on videos is something that people are not capable of. I made a video. So when I first got this car, it doesn't matter why I started making videos, but I was making videos in the beginning about my journey of being a new EV owner and buying a car from CarMax. Like that was part of what happened. I bought this car from CarMax, got a great deal on it. Very, very happy with the car. And I would like to make something else clear. I am happy with the way things turned out with CarMax. I was not pleased in the beginning. They have a 30-day warranty where anything that you find wrong with the car, anything that squeaks, rattles, things that are broken, things that break on it in that first 30 days, you just bring it there and they fix it. Like that's part of the agreement with CarMax. It's nice. That's a nice thing to do for somebody who's buying a used car. Okay? And I was upset that I had to keep leaving my car there because in the very beginning, I told them the list of things that were wrong with it. I needed some trim pieces fixed up front in the windshield, and the the hatch handle. There's a rubber button in there that you're supposed to press to, activate the rear lift gate. And that had been, the rubber in it had completely decomposed because this car has lived its entire life in southern Nevada. And the weather out here is absolute hell on rubber. It's hell on rubber. Your tires can dry rot on your car before their tread wears out. That's a thing that can happen here. We go through anything that's rubber, your wiper blades, any of that. The air here is so dry, and it gets so hot during the summer, but even in the winter, it's so dry that it draws all the moisture out of everything. And it rots, it literally dry rots. That's what it's called. It dry rots rubber, and latex and, all those kind of supple plasticized products. So I needed that rear button replaced. And I had to take the car back over and over and over and over again because they wouldn't order the damn part. And I made a video about it, and it was called My Experience with CarMax So Far and Why I'm So Angry. And I made that video from the inside of my father-in-law's Ford Lincoln Town Car, or Lincoln Town Car rather, made by Ford. And I was upset because I bought an EV and I wanted to drive my EV, and I didn't understand why. Just order the part, get the part here, and install it the first 3 times, any one of the first 3 times that I've been here. Whatever. They eventually get the part. At that point, no one's really watching my videos because nobody cares because, I'm a nobody. Whatever. Still am. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm just another complaining voice on the internet. I didn't expect anybody to listen to me. I felt like bitching, and so I was bitching. And that's vlogging, right? And I made this video over a year ago, and for whatever reason, it has caught on. Now, there's another video that came later with, how CarMax made everything all right. And I had a trip up to Reno where I took this car up, and it started throwing codes when we were in Reno. I went to go visit my dad for Thanksgiving, and we were there, and it started throwing codes, and I was freaked out, and I was upset, and it had a check engine code, and it was stuck in limp mode, and I could not figure out what was wrong with it. And I was outside, at that point, I was outside of the 30-day CarMax warranty. Now, this is a very important thing, okay? They weren't technically responsible for me at all, but I didn't know what else to do. I went to the local CarMax in Reno and said, I bought this at CarMax in Las Vegas. I don't know what to do. Will you help me? They did not charge me any money. They put the car on a flatbed, They gave me a loaner car to get back to Las Vegas, and they towed Alessandro back to Las Vegas. Once they got him to CarMax here, they trucked him over to a Chevy dealership to have them deal with what was wrong with him, and the problem was a coolant sensor. And if the car is worried that there's not enough coolant, if it's worried that if it has any indication at all that there's an issue with the cooling system, that cooling system also cools the battery. And it's very important to the function of the vehicle. It will put itself in limp mode to protect the car and to protect the owner from any potential hazards. And that's what had happened. They changed the sensor. They gave the thing back to me, and that, you know, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. And of course, I would have liked to have my car. I was sad that that happened. CarMax didn't have to do any of that stuff for me. They did. And ultimately, I was very pleased with them and would recommend CarMax to others. Okay? I want to make that very clear. I left the videos up because they're all in chronological order. If you go through my channel, it's a story about my ownership of this car. If you find that terribly dull, it's because it freaking is, because the car is too reliable to be remotely interesting. That's the truth. Alessandro is an amazing car. I highly recommend the Chevy Volt to anybody who wants a car that is not filled with excitement. And what I mean by that is a daily driver that does not cause you problems, that does not give you heartache, that does not freak you out, that does not leave you stranded. And ever since then, it's been running like a dream. Until that one time I parked it inside of a Toyota. And then even then he drove home. Can you believe that? She didn't drive her car home. It's a wonderful vehicle. I'm very happy with it. It's fully loaded for the model year that came out. It has every option available. My seat warmer is on right now. My butt, super toasty. I'm a happy camper. I'd like to make that clear. And the reason I have to make that clear right now is because if you go back and you look at that video now, I don't know what the hell happened, but it has 13,000 views on it. 13,000, you guys! Why? What? I'm grateful for the views. That's lovely. But it's also, I don't know what happened to make that catch on. But one, people aren't looking at the date on the video at all. They think that this is a thing that's recently happened. I know this because of their comments. The comments are insane. And I know people say, never read YouTube comments. It's, yeah, screw you. It's my channel, and I make content, and people, like, I interact with people through my comments. People comment things to me about things that they'd like to see me talk about, stuff they're curious about with my car. I mean, I read the comments because I interact with people through the comments. So let's get that out of the way right now. You go through and you read the comments. People are such freaking idiots. You're an idiot for buying a Chevy. Chevys aren't known for reliability. Shut up. That's what I have to say to that. Shut up. It's an electric car. This car has not given me problems since then. These people are only looking at the one video, which is fine. Like, there's no reason you need to spend a whole bunch of other time on my channel, I suppose. But, oh, just super ignorant, and I don't get it. Like, it's one of the comments, I think, just says, you smell like smoke. What the hell does that even mean? What is that? I don't know why this video has, like, the idiots have come out of the woodwork on it. And not everybody on it has been an idiot. But, you know, a fair segment have been deeply stupid about it. And, like, oh, you shouldn't be a CarMax. Or somebody else on the video, you can't possibly expect them to have every part in stock just for you, blah, 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 blah. Also, shut up. If you were watching any of the other videos, or if you'd even paid attention to that video, you'd know that I had requested the part weeks in advance, and that it was still taking them forever to get it. Also, one of the largest GM parts distribution warehouses in the country is here. Not only is it here, it's half a block away from the CarMax where I bought this thing, which is one of the things that I talked about. It's not out of the realm of possibility for them to have the part that I needed readily available to them. I'm not out in the middle of nowhere. This is Las Vegas. It's a major hub for everything. It's easy to get things here. GM parts shouldn't be a problem, okay? And some people are like, oh, you shouldn't expect everybody. And then there's somebody right under that going, that person's an idiot. I was in car dealerships. I did this business for a long time. And I never had to wait more than a day and a half for a part. And I'm like, yes, thank you. So, like, not everybody was jerks. But a fair segment of people were jerks. And here's the thing that is making me feel especially terrible, is that people are like being really hateful to CarMax on the video. Like, one of the comments was, now that I've seen this, I was considering buying a car at CarMax, but now that I've seen this, I'm not going to. And I'm like, that's not the point at all. Like, watch any of the follow-up. It was a little disorganized and silly to begin with, sure. Was it perfect? No. But the people that I dealt with, for the most part, were extremely kind individuals. Everybody really did want me to get my car fixed and get me back out on the road. And of course they did, because they didn't want me in there complaining anymore. They certainly didn't want me and my husband in there making a scene about the parts that needed to go on this thing and fixing it and all of this crap. I don't know. What is it that makes a video over a year later? I mean, when I made the thing, it had like maybe 30 views, which for me, I'm happy with. If I make a video and it gets 30 views in a day, I'm like, woohoo! Like, I have, you know, under 1,000 subscribers. I have under 800 subscribers. If I'm being serious, I have under 700 subscribers. And if I'm being really serious, I have under 600 subscribers. That's just the truth. That's just what it is. Okay? I'm not Parker. I'm not Damon from DDE. I'm not Alejandro. I wish I was. I would like to be. I'd love to be Shmi. I really would. But I'm not, okay? I'm just some weird chick in Vegas who drives a dorky car, and there's a whole bunch of people on this video who are taking it way too seriously, and they're losing their freaking minds about it. And I don't understand. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. Can anybody give me some insight about this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Sometime soon, I think I'm going to have to feed the trolls also. There's just... so while I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, there are a couple of videos that have caught on. My video that I made about, you know, more on Tesla trucks from a trucker, I think was the video. You know, that's got over 20,000 views on it. Not sure why. Maybe just because I used the word Tesla. At a time when, you know, people were extremely interested in that particular subject matter. Whatever. Got lucky. Who cares? And, like, the comments, just ridiculous. That video I made about Gillette, oh my God, if you want to see both the absolute best and worst of humanity, because there was nobody in the middle on that. There were people on there, one of the comments was something to the effect of, poor girl, I bet her can't deal with life, I bet her husband is probably miserable most of the time. The hell does that have to do with any? First of all, and you know, fuck you, and absolutely fuck you and your stupid face, and you should be ashamed of yourself and your family. What the hell? Oh God, there's just a bunch of people on there proving my point for me, and then there's a bunch of solid dudes who are perfectly reasonable human beings who are like, yeah, all right, I kind of see where you're coming from. There were even some people who disagreed with me who were reasonable about it. And I don't mind being disagreed with. I don't care. Like, if you have your own opinion, freaking awesome. That's marvelous. All I ask is that you articulate it in such a way that acknowledges that we are both members of the same species. Where you don't talk to me like I am subhuman waste for some reason. Where you don't, you know, turn yourself into some kind of crazy ogre monster. And like, my whole point was... like, yeah, there's a bunch of dudes freaking out because Gillette made a commercial saying that dudes could be better. And I happen to agree. And there's a bunch of dudes go, we shouldn't have to, why would you put those thoughts in my brain? Like, there was a bunch of people who were furious. And I thought it was hilarious. And then those same people got on the video and proved my point. Like, they lost their freaking minds and got really grumpy and took the whole thing personal and went after me. And just I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't even know what this video is necessarily about. But it's funny to me that that this is the way so much of this is gone. Oh, by the way, I know it's a little weird. Extra points to anybody in the comments who could tell me what my shirt is from. I'll give you a hint. It's from my very favorite movie ever. So now you know it's from a movie. That's, let's see. Oh, look at the sunshine. No, backlit. That's not working. Let's see. That's, I don't know. I don't know what to do for you guys. No, that ain't it either. Let's get out of the car. We're going to talk about this. Oh, man. But yeah, people lost their freaking mind. So if anybody can explain to me why it is that a video like that that's over a year old from a nobody like me, just talking about, you know, just complaining about a bad experience that I had at CarMax, which later CarMax totally saved the day. And I would buy, like, if I buy another car, CarMax will be on the list of places that I shop from. I would just like that on record right now. Okay. I'm interested in what you guys have to think or have to say about any of this. It's maybe a little punch drunk, a little punchy, because I am working crazy hours and also trying to move my house. But when I see stuff like that, it's just like, I had a whole bunch of comments, notifications for comments, and I'm like, oh, okay, somebody's commenting on my newest video. And I go and look, and it's from a video that's over a year old, and people are peeing their pants about it. Not to mention the one video I ever made making fun of Camaros parked in EV spots. We'll get to that another day. Very soon, I think there's going to have to be a Feed the Trolls video where I address fools. People say ignore them, and yeah, okay, I can see that for a lot of the time. But they get to say whatever the hell they want, and I'm supposed to be the bigger man and just soak it up and take the abuse and let people say horribly shitty things to me and then not respond to them in the funniest way possible. One of the things that I'm extremely good at is disassembling a douchebag in front of me and laying all of his parts to bear. I'm good at that, and it makes me feel good in my spirit. So pretty soon we're gonna have a Feed the Trolls video where I'm gonna go through and read you guys some of my favorite dumb comments. There is something especially unique about being a girl on YouTube. There's just a huge number of things that of comments and things that people have to say that don't have anything to do with the content of my videos, that are about my hair. I have fun hair, or about the way I dress, or about me being a girl and talking about cars. And that doesn't have anything to do with anything. The car has no idea what's in my jeans. The car does not care what's between my legs. The car doesn't give a shit. And the fact that so many people out there do give a shit is extremely funny to me, but also extremely dumb. And yeah, I'm gonna have to make a Feed the Trolls video pretty soon. Now, on to happier news. Tonight, I will be going to World of Outlaw Racing tonight. Yes, at the Bull Ring. So, and these are cars that I've never managed to see before. And I'm so excited. I'm going to go to the racetrack and I'm going to see them on the dirt track at the Bull Ring here in Las Vegas at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Yeah, LVMS for the win. It's nice living close to something like that. And I may or may not make a video about it. I might be too excited. And if I do make a video, it might just be dust and screeching noises. From both me and the cars. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys care about that. If I do make a video about it, it's going to be on Car Stuff with Catherine. And one more thing, this weekend, yep, pretty sure we're working on Old Yellers, so that's also going to be on Car Stuff with Catherine. And I think that's going to about do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing right over here. Here's some other things I think you'll enjoy right down here. My name is Catherine. This is EVs of Nevada. Please remember to like, subscribe, and smile, even when the trolls are out trashing your hair.